you guys have about nutrition. Yes.
Is there a way, who do you speak to when you want to get, like, I know there's a nutritionist, but like, if you have a budget and you can't afford a nutritionist, is there another route to go to somebody to help you to find out what your body can take, you know, what kind of foods, how to cook it? Because those are the questions that I have, and I know, you know, can't answer them for me right now, but I really want to know how to cook my food.
Do you have internet?
No.
You have access to internet?
I have access at the library.
Okay, yeah, the library's awesome for that.
Yeah.
Okay, there are a ton, you know, the blogging thing. Do you know what a blog is?
Yeah.
Okay, the blogging thing has gotten crazy. And there are these wonderful people, including myself, who blog on food and nutrition. And so if you sign yourself up to a handful, and I'll give you my information before I leave, if you sign yourself up to a handful of these blogs, you'll get them on your email, and you'll get this wonderful information that'll help you and your kids and food.
Okay.
You'll be able to figure it out from there.
Because I remember there was a time where I started to count calories and stuff, and I was like working, I lost a lot of weight, but ever since then, I don't know, I was just counting calories, but it must have been the food that I was eating too, because it's like I just started dropping weight, even though I wasn't exercising or whatever, and I want to get that back so bad, because I've gained so much weight, and I don't know what I'm eating, and I'm eating the same things, but it's like, what am I doing wrong? I see what's for my body, because they say some foods that you eat can switch off something, and then that's how you lose weight, and that's what my doctor said, that's probably what happened. So I was like, if I can speak to somebody and get more education on it, then I can figure it out, because whatever's happening is not working for me. I'm walking every day, I'm not losing any weight.
Well, there's a couple of things. Let's see. So I don't forget, there's 3 things I'm going to say. Okay, one is, our metabolism is what helps us burn calories, okay? Our metabolism can be turned, it's like a light switch, and it's turned on by a couple of things. It's turned on by activity, and it's turned on by food. Because what happens is when we eat food, in order for our body to digest the food and break it down, and let's say I'm also, you know, doing something at the same time, I'm burning extra calories in order to also break down that food. So my metabolism has to be kicked on. So that's the first thing, is to turn on your metabolism as much as you can get away with. And you do that by eating small meals throughout the day, and maybe taking little exercise walks here and there, taking the baby out for a stroll, that kind of thing, okay? First thing. The next thing is, and I said this at the very beginning, is that any foods that don't make you feel right. So you feel gassy or bloated, you feel sleepy, you feel all of a sudden anxious, you feel, you know, maybe indigestion or heartburn. Those foods you're allergic to. Doesn't matter how healthy they are. I could have told you they were the healthiest food, but you ingest them, it makes you feel bad. Doesn't work. When you're eating foods that you're intolerant to, then they will be stored as fat. Okay, so that's going to be your own special system, and a lot of times the only challenge with that comes is, I don't know, you have a salad and it's got 10 ingredients, and you eat it and all of a sudden you feel bloated. Now you've got to figure out which one of the 10 ingredients. So it's kind of like keeping a notebook and saying, okay, today I had a salad, here's the 10 ingredients. And then the next time it happens to you, you do it again, and you go, wait a minute, both days I had tomatoes, and that's the culprit. And you just try to figure out what it is, and you start eliminating those things from your diet, okay? The next thing, who are you looking for? Everyone getting restless? We're gonna be wrapping this up. Okay, the next thing I want you to know. Anytime I need to get people to lose weight, this is what I do. No flour, no soy, no dairy, okay? Lots of water, so water is the primary beverage, okay? And no manufactured or man-made foods.
I need a notebook.
No manufactured. I have these tidbits on here, okay? I'm going to give you this.
Okay.
And that, you'll lose weight. So that means stick to fruits and vegetables and some kind of a protein. And you should be good, okay?
Yeah.
The other thing I want you guys to kind of start thinking about too is that our emotions, how we feel, like I said at the beginning, correlate with our food, right? So sometimes also it'll be a mixed combination. You have things that are called carbohydrates. Okay, so carbohydrates are fruits, vegetables, and most of the time man-made foods. fall into the carbohydrate realm. So crackers, cookies, that kind of stuff, right? And fruits and vegetables, they're all carbohydrates. Then you have the proteins, which we've talked about. The eggs, the fish, the meat, the nuts, and all that kind of stuff. Now, if we have a meal, sometimes for some people, they need to have more of the carbohydrates and less protein. And other people need to have more protein and less carbohydrates. And that's what is going to make them feel good. So, and you're the only person who can figure that out. So you just need to start thinking, going, you know what, maybe the proportions weren't right of my meal. Maybe, you know, I feel heavy and I can't digest food, so I got way too much protein for me. I should have stuck more to my carbohydrate, my vegetables, my peas, right? And again, it's something that you can kind of figure out on your own to make sure that you're making the right choices for yourselves. Okay? So, on my note, I'm going to pass this out to you guys really quick here. I'm so glad I could keep this. I'm so glad I could provide that for you. Okay, so very briefly here, exercise and movement. Okay? Exercise doesn't mean you have to go to a gym. It doesn't mean you have to take some kind of a class of any sort. It means movement. And movement can be vacuuming the house. Do you know that you can actually burn more calories cleaning your house than in an exercise class? So it's all about movement, okay? And it's about taking your movement and kind of enjoying it too. So you don't want to think about, oh my God, the treasuries of exercise. We just start moving. I'm almost done, sweetheart. I'm going to give you back your mom in a second. I promise.
That's okay. There's drinks.
Okay, so exercise does not have to be like, you know, I don't have money for a gym, I don't want to go to, you don't have to do that. Okay, gardening is exercise, and it's out in the sun. So I want you to think about, you have to have movement in your day. Okay, whatever that is, just move. Get yourself to a point where you can feel your little heart go, oh, okay, it's kicking in, it's there. Movement, that's all. Okay, happiness. Doing things that really make us happy. How many of you guys intentionally go out and sit in the sun for 5 minutes? You need to. No, you know something, I'm asking, I'm not saying go out there for an hour and just bathe, okay? I'm saying 5 minutes. 5 minutes of sunshine beating into your head, because our body has, again, a chemical reaction to it that makes us feel good inside. And if we do that every day, I promise it does. I really do. It does. It just, even if it's like, I've got to call 2 friends of mine, go sit outside and make your phone calls and then come back in. It has a huge effect on our lives and how we feel and our happiness and how we feel about ourselves. The sun can do miracles, okay? Huh? You do, you get vitamin D. And vitamin D helps you absorb calcium. And it's, I try. Okay, so now the next thing, guys, when you guys, I have a question. When you wake up in the morning, do you feel tired and drained, or do you feel ready for your day?
Tired and drained.
Okay. I need you to figure out why you're feeling tired and drained, and I need you to make some provisions, okay? So they say that in a perfect world, we create a ritual at night to help tone ourselves down until we go to sleep, okay? Which means that you don't have the TV blaring and you don't watch crazy TV shows and maybe you read a book or have a cup of tea. It sounds totally hokey, I know. I'm sorry. It does sound like that. Okay, but it does make a big difference because ideally you want to wake up feeling rested and energized and ready for your day. And if you're not getting that, then I want you to really think about it. Here's something that's super important. All of you guys in this room are moms, right? Yes? Okay. Because from all these cute little munchkins, right? If you guys aren't happy, and if you guys don't feel rested and well, how can you provide and teach these beautiful little things how to feel happy and rested and well? Okay? So if I leave you with nothing but this, I need you guys to be a little bit selfish. And I need you guys to make sure that you guys are happy and rested and well and feeling energized because you're eating good foods. Because then in turn, it makes it so much easier to provide for these little sweet things and teach them how to be happy and rested and well and motivated to kind of, conquer the world. Does that make sense? Okay? So those are important factors. This little thing that I do this every single year, and if you guys can manage to get online, I'll give you guys my information, right? And you can read past years' limits. And it's just tidbits of information that are really easy to implement into your day-to-day that's going to help you have a healthier life. And that's it. I mean, if everybody just did 5 minutes of something, that would be a big deal. So if it's 5 minutes of sitting in the sun or 5 minutes of drinking a cup of tea, whatever that is, that'll make a big deal for you. Okay, do we have any questions? No, we're all good? Okay. Okay, well good.
Am I wrong for dividing them with me when I cook? When I do cook, sometimes I don't cook with me at all.
No.
Sometimes we just eat like
Veggies? Fine. I'm all for it. I'm all for it, baby. No, that's fine. You're not depriving them of meat, no. There is no depriving, that depriving word, I hate that word. Sorry, and hate's a strong word too, but I don't like that word. You're not depriving them of anything. It's like, it's like those people that think that they're depriving their kids of sugar or candy.
I do meat and lots of fruits and veggies.
Lots of fruits and veggies. That should be it. It should be like giant thing of fruits and veggies, and then you go down. You need some quality fats, so like olive oil and stuff like that. I'm a big proponent of olive oil and coconut oil, right? And then you got a little bit of protein, and then you're good. And that's it. So you're A-okay. You're doing well. You're doing well. You're very welcome. Anything else? Yes.
So on the website, they'll have a list of things that you can put in your cupboard, because in my mind, what I'm thinking is when I hear you say olive oil and things like that, I'm like, check. Maybe I need to put olive oil instead of canola oil or whatever. And I'm just like, I need like a list. I need like something like that. I need something like a plan,
Yeah,
I want to make a move.
There's a lot of little articles in there
Yes.
that like as you're reading through the articles, you'll be saying, oh yeah, I can cook that and I can cook that, and it'll tell you the ingredients of it. And then you can kind of start creating your own pantry from there.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Anything else?
The olive oil is good too,
Yes.
because a lot of people were saying olive oil is more healthier than the used, and sometimes you can put it in your spaghetti too.
Yeah.
How you boil your spaghetti, you can also put that in.
Absolutely. Yes.
But there's a lot of tricks out there with olive oil, because I've been to the grocery store and it's like, I'll pick up an olive oil and it's like, oh, it's cheap. And then when I look at the ingredients, it's not olive oil. It's everything else but olive oil. So that's another thing
It's
too.
the certain kind that it's like green, like it's like in a glass
Well,
bottle.
here's the thing, ladies. No matter what you buy, no matter what the label says, I need you to turn it around and read the ingredients. If it's olive oil, it should only be olives. It's like peanut butter. I think peanut butter is a great thing, but peanut butter is just peanuts blended up. It should be nothing else.
And then also I want to say that Publix be giving us stuff at the store. You know how they give us, they be in there cooking or whatever, they have the little healthy stuff. They also be giving us stuff like that too. It's like the recipes on different stuff. Now, that's
Apron.
It be good. Be real good. They also try to show you how to eat healthy too.
It's at the end of the day, it's really important because it's gonna make you healthier. It's gonna grow healthier kids. Everything. It's all about that. And it's not about eating for comfort and eating because we want to eat more cookies, and because that's just all that's going to do is slug us down, and it's just going to make us go, oh, I don't want to do it with my day. I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do this, and a lot of that has to do with how we're digesting our foods.